Write Like Du Bois by Alex Feldman and Thatcher DeClean.
The cost of liberty is less than the price of repression.
These are the famous words of W.E.B Du Bois.
This inspirational individual was a part of creating the NAACP and was an advocate of Pan-Africanism.
Let's take you all on a journey to learn about this important individual.
W.E.B Du Bois was born February 23, 1868.
By the age of 15, Du Bois was already writing articles for big companies such as New York Globe and the Freeman.
So forth, at the age of 20, he started attending Harvard University for a history degree.
After which, Du Bois attended the University of Berlin for a PhD.
When Du Bois was 28 years old, he wrote his first book considered The Suppression of African Slave Trade to the USA, 1638 to 1870.
Moving into one of his first super serious professions that he had worked at for 6 years, Du Bois was offered a position at the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics to lead a study on African American home studies.
During his time working there, he had done in total 5 studies in the states of Virginia, Alabama, and Georgia.
After working for the U.S. Bureau of Labor, he joined the Niagara movement in 1903, which he was acquainted with for 7 years.
Du Bois, too, would go on to accept the directorship at the NAACP.
At the NAACP, he served as the editor of its magazine and would go on to work for 24 years there.
Du Bois unfortunately quit his position at the NAACP, but rejoined as director of special research.
Thanks to Du Bois' early accomplishments while working at the NAACP, he was able to meet with the United Nations for the first time in 1944.
From Du Bois' first meeting at the United Nations, he eventually became interested in communism.
Du Bois' interest in communism led the NAACP mad with his political choice. He would work for them for 4 more years and would eventually quit in 1948.
2 years after quitting his position at the NAACP, he would run for Senate for the Progressive Party.
During his 11 years in politics, he would then join the Communist Party and would leave for Ghana.
Du Bois conceived the Encyclopedia Africana in 1908 and would promise to release it in 1962.
Unfortunately, he would go on to die on August 27, 1963, from natural causes.
Us individuals can write like W.E.B Du Bois by following in their footsteps.
W.E.B Du Bois has made an impact on African Americans by doing surveys to expose the living conditions and income of African American homes in southern states.
He has also wrote a book on exposing the suppression of the African slave trade to the U.S. for the 235 years it took place.
Du Bois has been a part of many organizations that stand for oppression of African Americans in the USA.
Follow in the writings of W.E.B. Du Bois, and thank you for celebrating Black History Month.